live from the NYX Professional Makeup Sound Studio.
Hey, yo, what's going on? I'm Josh Martinez inside of our NYX Professional Makeup Sound Studio with our guest, Kelsie Watts.
How are y'all doing? Amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much. Thanks, Josh. You the bomb. My name is Kelsie Watts. This is my amazing friend, Mark Klett. And yeah, he's killer. This first song is called After Midnight.
Feels like the world keeps moving for everybody but me. When I'm staring into nothing, is nothing who I'll be. Still trying to paint my picture. It's my brush, it's my scripture. Is it good enough to get ya a reckoning? Some days it hurts like hell. Some days I'm too broken to tell which side of me is real or just a face for someone else. No, I don't wanna wait until midnight for you to choose. I'm looking for a happy ending, but losing the truth. 'Cause when I'm taking off the mask, well, this is still the face I have after midnight. Well, after midnight. No, I won't question my importance. I won't let it get distorted. This fairy tale's just starting. Oh, no, I'll keep writing my own story in failure or in glory. Got my whole world before me. I know some days it hurts like hell. Some days I'm too broken to tell which side of me is real or just a face for someone else. No, I don't wanna wait until midnight for you to choose. I'm looking for a happy ending, but losing the truth. 'Cause when I'm taking off the mask, well, this is still the face I have after midnight. Well, after midnight. Oh yeah, I got my lipstick smudged and that's okay. My mascara running down for days. Always wanted you to see me this way, this way. No, I don't wanna wait until midnight for you to choose. No, I don't want the happy ending if I lose the truth. 'Cause when I'm taking off the mask, well, this is still the face I have after midnight. Hey, yeah. No, I don't wanna wait until midnight for you to choose. No, I don't want the happy ending if I lose the truth. 'Cause when I'm taking off the mask, well, this is still the face I have after midnight. Oh, after midnight. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's on for days. It's this way. La, 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 ooh. Oh, you see me this way.
Thank y'all so much, you guys. Thank y'all so much. I actually got to release that single a little over a year ago. Got to write it with a few of Celine Dion's writers, and it was an amazing experience out of Canada. And this next song is one that's so special to me. A big part of my artistry is fighting for mental health support, and awareness. I unfortunately lost my brother to depression, and this is one of the songs that I wrote to kind of help me process through that. And the way that I wrote it was so that anyone that's lost somebody too soon can relate to it. So this song is called I can't say goodbye.
5 steps in the front door, I feel you all around. 1 look to the left and I see you. Your smile as bright as sunlight, eyes that see my soul. I'm standing frozen in time. I need you, I miss you. Can't I play pretend? Go back to when I never cried. Here I am still drowning in the tears you left behind. Well, 7 years mean nothing now that you're gone, now that you're gone. And here I am still singing, I'm writing you this song. I'm praying that you hear me now that you're gone, now that you're gone. I just need more time, 'cause I can't say goodbye. Oh. I ask a million questions, around and round I go. I'm trying to remember, would it be different if I'd known? Well, can't I play pretend? Go back to when I never cried. Here I am still drowning in the tears you left behind. Well, 7 years mean nothing now that you're gone, now that you're gone. And here I am still singing, I'm writing you this song. I'm praying that you hear me now that you're gone, now that you're gone. Well, I just need more time, 'cause I can't say goodbye, should never come this soon. Just one more day to spend with you. I need a chance to hit redo, do all the things I promised you. I tell you, you can talk to me, take all the pain and set you free from everything I couldn't see, and beg you not to leave. Here I am still drowning in the tears you left behind. Well, 7 years mean nothing now that you're gone, now that you're gone. I'm writing you my song, and now that you're gone, and now that you're gone, I just need more time, 'cause I can't say goodbye. No, no, I can't say goodbye.
Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Hey, yeah, come on in. Come hang out. Hi. Thank y'all so much again. This next song is a song called Fit In, and it's my latest single, and I actually released the acoustic version today. Woo! So, shameless plug. Please go stream it. It's everywhere. It's called Fit In. Whenever we were working on this song, the producer DQ and I, we were like, hey, you know, what is something we want to talk about today? And I was never cool growing up. I never had a date to prom. I wasn't invited to the parties. Like, I didn't really have a ton of friends. I knew everybody, but I wasn't like cool, you know? And for so much of my life, like, I wanted to figure out how to be cool and how to fit in with everybody. And it took me for frickin' ever to realize even the cool people aren't cool. Like, there's no like standard that I have to fit into in order to be awesome and be myself. So I wrote this song just letting everybody know, like, you fit in because you already do. So this is called Fit In.
Well, I know that you think that you're a lot. You love until it costs you all you got. Water till you dry with everything you do. You say you're gonna change for real this time, but then you fall off and fall in line. When you look up, you find the dirty truth. Then you're standing in your own way, caring how what people say. Let it all burst into flames, watch it burn. Why do you wanna fit in when you're you're just trying to breathe in and out of these thoughts that are telling you to break out this box, break out these chains, take off the weight of the world, never too late. So why do you wanna fit in when you already do? Yeah. Oh. Now nobody should tell you how to feel. I know they seem cool, but they ain't real. Static white noise is all you hear. So turn the sound off and disappear. 'Cause you're standing in your own way, caring how what people say. Let it all burst into flames. Watch it burn. So why do you wanna fit in when you're just trying to breathe in and out of these thoughts that are telling you to break out this box, break out these chains, take off the weight of the world, never too late. So why do you wanna fit in when you already do? 'Cause you belong. Oh, yes, you belong. Yes, you belong. So why do you wanna fit in when you're just trying to breathe in and out of these thoughts that are telling you, yeah, take off the weight of the world. No, it's never too late. So why do you wanna fit in when you already do?
Thank y'all so much. Thanks, Mark. Thank y'all so much, you guys.
One more time, let's make some noise for Kelsie Watts.
Thank y'all.
So you're here as an artist performing as a singer, although a lot of people here may know you from NYX on Broadway.
Yeah.
What do you think is the biggest creative difference between just the artistry of being a singer and performing and then doing the musical theater aspect of things?
Oh, wow. I think they're both drastically different. I mean, there are, of course, both are artists in their own right and get to be creative. But going into a production, you're given a role, you're given a story. And of course, I get to take some liberties with the song that, I'm given in the show. But you're fitting yourself into a character and trying to figure out how you can relate to a character to be able to most genuinely portray their story. Whereas as an artist, I feel a lot more vulnerable because it's just me. And, people come to see NYX and they already like Jane Seymour. They already love her song. They already love her story. And as Kelsie Watts, people come to see me and I have to be like, hi, please just like me. So it's definitely way more stripped down whenever it's just you as an artist.
So when you're performing as Kelsie Watts, what's the pressure like, which is you, that is your real name. Right. I'm aware of that. But what would you say is the nerve difference between performing just your music and then just getting on stage and kind of doing the lines that you were given and the lyrics that you were also given? What would you say is the biggest difference with the nerves aspect?
Gosh, I mean, the biggest difference is they're two different kinds of nerves. So going into Broadway, it's my first Broadway debut, which is insane. That in itself is terrifying because it's a big deal. Broadway is the elite and it's 8 shows a week. And so the nerves of just trying to keep up that, facade is the wrong word, but trying to keep up that energy and image to give every single audience the same thing, but also while on a Broadway stage can be very nerve-wracking. There's also an absurd amount of choreography. And you're dancing in heels for an hour and a half. As Kelsie Watts, just performing as the artist, I would say the nerves come from a different spot. It's more of an adrenaline where I get more excited to share my story and to be able to connect with people on a personal level, whether it's a room like this or whether it's an arena, because I'm able to share me and really connect with people because I think that's what my music's really about, is connecting.
I'm always fascinated by artists because when you get off stage, the adrenaline is like at an all-time high, right?
Oh, for sure.
So that come down feels like you're going into like a depression mode when in reality the come down is just like base level.
I know.
From a mental health standpoint, you talked about I Can't Say Goodbye and mental health, and you've been very vocal about mental health through the years on social media as well. What's a safe way for you to come down, even though it feels like it's like a crash? It's really not. You're just getting to like the normal baseline. So how do you kind of get yourself there in a healthy way after a performance?
Yeah, I think I like to say that I'm disciplined. Some people would call me boring. But I would say, especially after a show or doing things like this, reminding myself that this is a gift and I'm blessed to be able to do this. And this is like just like an event. It's like going to Disneyland. You know, it's like, oh, this is awesome. And so, yeah, it's kind of like if you leave a big trip, it's the last night of camp, you're like, oh, it's over. But I have to remind myself it's not over. I get to do it again tomorrow. And I get to do it on social media. And at night, especially if we're talking about like doing Six specifically, I'm very regimented. I make sure I cool down my voice. I cool down my body. I go home immediately and I eat dinner and hang out with my husband and I go to bed. Because I know I have to be able to recover mentally and make sure that I can give enough of myself the next day. And if I don't do that, then I can't give enough of myself.
So when it comes to growing up, you grew up in Texas, right? And then moved to Nashville for college.
Yes.
Who were your inspirations growing up in Texas on the vocal side of things?
Yeah, so I grew up in a really musical household. Both of my parents sing, play the piano, brother and sister play everything. And we grew up with all kinds of music. You know, Celine Dion, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, of course. But then, you know, the Rolling Stones and Def Leppard and Kiss and Boston. And then, you know, gospel quartets and Kirk Franklin. I mean, it was just a lot. So I feel like my music has ended up turning into a hodgepodge of like diva rock soul. Like, which I don't know if that exists yet, but I'm gonna make a lane for that. So yeah, I think there's a big influence of a lot of those.
Take a note now, husband. Diva Rock Soul is the trademark that we are going to trademark.
Yes.
Get it on shirts. Get
Diva
it on
Rock
hoodies.
Soul.
And you heard it here first. Nobody take it. We will find you.
Yes.
So, like I said before, Texas, Nashville, down south, Southern hospitality is a real thing. Not so much in New York City, dog. So you moved here relatively recently.
Yes, I moved here in January for this show specifically.
Yeah. What's been the biggest shock for you being in New York City full time?
The biggest shock being in New York City full time is the bikes. They're terrifying. The bikes are scary. The subway, I'm finally used to it. I'm like, okay, cool. Like me and Subway, we're cool now. The Ubers are also terrifying because they all just like run into each other constantly. But honestly, I think the thing that shocked me the most is the amount of walking. Like I get like 10,000 plus steps a day, not including my shows, because you just walk everywhere. And I've never lived in a place like that where you have public transport and just walk. So, but honestly, I love New York. Low key, like I don't want to leave. I love it here. It's like, it's really awesome. Like I love the people and I love the energy and the vibe. And like, I have my own little apartment where we can kind of like recluse and like shut off and be away. But I love that I can walk out into the street and there's a million things happening.
Well, that's the beauty of New York City. There's literally something happening where if you decided I want to go out for once after a show, you'll have plenty of options.
So many options.
I don't think Lubbock has many options except for like the college town dive bar.
Yeah, no. Lubbock was a really great place to grow up. Like as a kid, I loved growing up there and being a kid there. I can't say as an artist I would have much luck chilling.
What do you miss the most about Lubbock?
You know, I think sometimes I miss the simplicity of life. Like I love what I do and I love being busy and going and constantly being able to make music and be an artist, but every now and then I don't get to go home often. But when I do, I love that it's just almost quiet. Like there's just a lot of space and everybody walks really slowly and they drive slowly. And I'm just like, man, it kind of takes me down a notch to realize like, okay, Kelsie, maybe you need to take it down a notch. It just reminds me to rest.
It's funny because every New Yorker ever, if you go away to someplace quiet, it's like, this is a horror movie.
I know. I can only stay for like 2 or 3 days and then I'm bored. Yeah.
It's too quiet.
Yeah.
Bro, let me tell you something. You could put me in one of the most dangerous neighborhoods at 3 a.m. on a summer night and I'm not going to flinch. Yeah. You put a deer like 20 yards in front of me, I am scared.
Yes. Well, because it'll destroy you. They're terrifying.
Dude, crackheads, Don't matter.
They're fine.
Deer, forget about it.
Forget.
I slow down.
Yes.
Dude, that you want to talk about things that like scare me. You put a deer, you just get antlers like in my periph.
Yeah.
I am freezing.
It's like a Final Destination movie.
Yeah. And also recently, I live on Staten Island, and I know it's not about me, but I'm gonna tell you about me real quick.
It is.
There was a fox by my apartment building recently and was like screeching in the middle of the night, and I thought it was a dog. So my dumbass walked outside like, oh, there's a sad puppy. And then I'm hearing the screeching. I'm like, I don't think, maybe that's a cat giving birth. Then I saw like this orange fuzzy tail by my building. Dog, the speed in which I ran into my apartment.
Yeah.
So like growing up in Texas, what type of animals did you have kind of around?
I mean, I didn't grow up on like a farm or anything like that. Like there's, it was still like very much a city, a small city, but a city.
But I'm sure you went to like outskirts that like.
Oh yeah, I mean coyotes. There's coyotes everywhere.
Bugging.
Yeah, they're everywhere for sure. I didn't see a lot of foxes, but yeah, coyotes for sure were the thing, and tumbleweeds.
Those are real?
Yeah, straight up, they're real.
Huh, the more you know.
I know.
I just thought they were on like cartoons.
Yeah,
like
it's just like on Bugs Bunny. No, it's real.
So obviously, growing up, you always wanted to be an entertainer. Do you have a like bucket list role that you are like, that is the dream role, that's the role I'm born to play, and I'm going to do that someday?
Oh, that's a big question. Okay, I have a couple. So we're talking big dream goals here. Okay, so I would love to like sell out Madison Square Garden one day. Yeah, we're gonna manifest that. I would love to sing the national anthem at the Super Bowl.
Ooh.
I think that would be really awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yep. I would love to do a collaboration with someone like Lady Gaga. Would be cool. Or like Miley Cyrus would be sick. But as far as musicals go, you could paint me green. I'll be Elphaba all day. That'd be so much fun. But then would love to like originate a role, something like The Greatest Showman. A movie musical that's made into like a stage production. Coming to Broadway, like that would be epic. For sure.
From a production standpoint, I've seen Trans-Siberian Orchestra before. Yeah. It is wild.
It's crazy.
It is one of the most like Americana things to do, to see them in concert. If you haven't done it, you're not American. Yeah. I saw them like in Dayton, Ohio, whatever.
I think I played that show last year.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Well, you were on tour. What was that experience like with that type of production, which is completely different than like a Broadway production?
Oh, it's so different. Yeah, I mean, I had a blast. I loved touring. I loved the arenas. And I will say, Trans-Siberian, they treat us like royalty. Like, we get the condo-style buses, like, all of our food's always, like, they grocery shop for us. I mean, I was like, this is great, man. So, yeah, I mean, but I loved, like, we were in arenas. So I got to work with, the sound engineers and the actual arenas and get to work with that sound. And the song that I was singing in the tour is a song called For the Sake of Our Brother. And it's basically a really dramatic version of O Come All Ye Faithful. And it's just me and a piano. And so it was crazy to hear in an arena every night, just my voice. Like, I've never heard it sound that big. So I was like, this is insane. Oh, my gosh. So I loved it. I had a blast. Yeah.
So you talked about one of the songs, I Can't Say Goodbye, about your brother. Has there been a song that you wrote that you were like, maybe this is just a little too personal, I'm going to just hold it back?
Yeah, for sure. There's actually one, it's called I Miss You. And it's before, I didn't really start writing until like 2020, 2021. So I'm a relatively new writer, and my brother passed away in 2013. And so it was kind of when I started dabbling in writing, and there were things that I would like go into a practice room in college and like start writing on the piano. And there were some that I was like, wow, I love this, but I wouldn't want to release it. Not because I don't think people would love it, but it's so special that I don't want to give people the opportunity to scrutinize it. You know what I mean? Because as an artist, like our art is like our soul, and even though we're not supposed to care about numbers, we're not supposed to care about if people like us, but the reality is that's my job, And so when you have a song that close to home, it's kind of like, nah, I'm just gonna keep that. Maybe one day when I'm on like, massive status and I just really don't care, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks, like Beyonce, then sure, maybe I'll be like, hey, here's like some unreleased songs that I don't care if anybody hates.
So why the decision to release Fit In, the acoustic version, which is out now, as you watch this?
Today!
Why the decision to go with that song acoustically?
So Fit In, I think, is one of the first songs I felt really was true to me as an artist. My sound. Once I started really pursuing artistry in like 2021, I was pushed in a lot of different directions, sound-wise. Well, you should just do pop. Oh, well, people will like this, or this will pop off on TikTok, and it just never worked because it wasn't me. And so I started working with this producer, DQ, who's out of Nashville. And as we were working on Fit In, we were putting the sounds together that I really liked. And even though I would say I'm more pop than rock, I love the guitar sounds. I love the synths, and I love the sound that it created and how it came together. And I loved the message of it. So it was the first song that I've released that I was like, no, like, this is Kelsie Watts. Like, this is a, for sure, Kelsie Watts message, like, listen up world. And so the way we wrote it was originally acoustic, just in a writing standpoint. And so I thought it would be really cool to be able to break it down and show people what it sounds like.
So you mentioned TikTok. You're very active on social media. You're very active even with the vlogging standpoint. Yeah. How important is that to give your true self to the fans that consume your content on social media and YouTube?
Oh, I think being authentic is the most important thing to get people to consume your content. The way that I actually popped off, if you will, on TikTok, I wanted to quit. I was so tired of social media. I was over it. I didn't want to do it anymore. And my husband and my manager were like, Kelsie, just sing. I was like, nobody wants to hear me sing. Everybody's singing in garages. Their dogs all sing. Like no one's going to care if I sing too. And it was Pop Music Month on TikTok. And so I put forth the least amount of effort, like the least. I put my phone against the kitchen, and it's still how we do it now. And I put Brandon's phone here with a karaoke track on it. And I was making a shake, or I was making coffee. And I just started singing. And the first one we did was I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston. And my gosh, it's like people cared, and I didn't know why. But we just kept doing it, and it was just like 6 million, 7 million, 8 million. It just kept growing. And looking back, I think what people connected to wasn't just my voice. It's that we were just being ourselves. Like
raw authenticity.
Yeah, it was just me. It wasn't produced. It wasn't like this facade of who Kelsie Watts is. It really just is me. So I think that's why I'm so passionate on my social media about I don't care if I have makeup on. I don't care if my hair's on top of my head. I don't care if I'm done up or not, if I'm on my couch, if I'm just making coffee, because that's really who I am. And I feel like that's what people relate to.
So what can we expect from you for the rest of this year and beyond?
Ooh, I'm excited. So there's a couple of different songs that are in the works as well. We're going to have a few more releases. Some Christmas stuff is coming up. So, and then I'm still in NYX right now. So I'm doing 8 shows a week. So juggling both is insane. So I would love to be able to actually sit down soon, like maybe next year sometime, and write an album, actually have a whole project. But right now, juggling Broadway and then also being an artist, we'll at least have a couple releases coming out. So
one more time, let's show some love to Kelsie Watts.
Thank you so much, y'all.
To see more videos like this, check out iHeart.com/NYX Cosmetics. And if you're posting on social, use the hashtag iHeartNYX Cosmetics.
This is NYX Professional Makeup.